what's up, everybody? Scace here, and this is the fourth episode of the E&F Podcast. Today we have our first guest, the only Asian Halo player, Ishii.
What's up?
Also joining us is Sean, Carter, and Chris, who you guys all know. And today we're going to be talking about montages that have inspired us. But real quick, this is the third time we're recording this because we've had some technical difficulties, so there might be some shit that happens during this podcast. Mike doesn't have his camera on because his internet's really shitty right now. But that's his face. You can see his handsome face right there. So let's just go to you, Mike, and like what montages kind of like got you into it? Like what made you want to start montaging yourself?
All right, so there was a couple. I've always been a Halo 3 player since '08, but the two that were pretty impactful on me were Wisdom's Nubtage, which actually used an Angels and Airwave songs called Secret Crowds, and actually used a song by them in my very first edit. And that Taj kind of made it nostalgic for me, kind of got my whole nostalgic type edits kickstarting. And then the second one was Grenadier Jake's Extermination. And that's a true OG pump-up montage, which I'm sure everybody knows. So, yeah. So those are the two for me.
Did you edit your first montage yourself?
I edited my M7, but I've had my M1 through my M6 were all different people.
Really?
Yeah, OFH, a real-life friend, and Flip edited my M4.
Okay, so forgive me for not knowing, but your M1 through M6s were all, like, major projects then?
Yeah.
Because I looked at your channel, actually, not too long ago, and I'm looking for M1 through M6, or M7 even.
It's not. No.
I didn't see them.
I made a dumb decision to delete all my videos for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah.
GG.
Blasphemy.
A lot of highlight videos, all that stuff, yeah.
I'm keeping all my shitty content just because it's part of like the Halo history books now. So the scholars in 100 years can go back and look at it.
Average Halo content.
Yeah.
Well, okay, another one was Campium 4. That's a
Okay.
true social montage. OG.
So wait, did you start did you start playing Halo in 2008?
Yeah, I got the game and I just was utter trash. I remember my very first game actually was Shoddy Snipes and Social Slayer, Narrows.
That was your very first game?
Yeah, and I went like neg 7.
That's
8.
funny. I remember the first game of Halo 3 I played online, because you had to do like recruitment matches or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first one I played was free-for-all hammers on Guardian.
Nice.
And I won!
Like Snowbound and Guardian, that was it.
I remember playing, I think, the Halo 3 beta at a friend's house, and Snowbound actually had spike grenades on it, and that's all I remember from that.
I didn't play the
I don't know if
beta.
that was good or not.
I didn't have a 360.
I just
That's
remember
unfortunate.
going on Last Resort, picking up a shotgun, and then trying to shoot it across the map at everyone, and just like wondering why this isn't doing anything.
GG.
That's funny, dude. Fuck. It's like you guys have been doing it like so long, and this is like my first year as a montager, I guess. I've been watching like montages though for like a long time. Like the first montage I ever saw was Walshy's M2. And that's like classic, dude.
Yeah.
That was like such an influential montage too. Like so many people have taken things from that. Just like I don't remember when it came out, but I've heard stories of like when it came out from other people that it was just like mind blowing. Like it was just like so much new shit going on. People just couldn't like keep it together. It was fucking crazy, dude.
Dude, I don't think I've seen that.
Walshy's M2?
No, I don't think so.
Damn, I need to link you. Because
Really? I thought you were being sarcastic.
No, I actually haven't.
it's yeah, dude. I mean, if you can, it's tougher to watch some of those older videos since like standards now are so like insane.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh. Sean, are you here?
Sean,
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on.
you're not a cat.
Well, I guess I'll do like mine since mine's probably gonna be like shorter than Your guys's, yeah, I mean, first montage I watched was While She's M2, and then I remember like the first montage that like really blew my mind, and like I remember when it came out because I didn't watch like a ton of montages. I was just like some fucking like random occasional Halo player. But the first one that came out, I remember when it came out, was Campy's Apex, and that was just like the fucking craziest shit to me. Like, and I think you guys can all agree on that one. Like when it came out, it was just like nobody. It seriously might be my favorite montage of all time.
I mean, it still like holds up to standards.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's just something you just gotta keep in mind too.
Yeah, and I mean, Campy has said multiple times, just like I'll never make a montage better than this.
Really, yeah. It was insane.
The jumping 180 nair on pit.
Just
Jeez.
everything, honestly.
Those are the days.
Yeah, and I remember, a handful of Furion montages. Like he was always like a montager I would go back to, and same with Dutchy. Just kind of like the brand names. I didn't know too many like, lesser known people. I guess back in the day, like I'd go on FBW, and just like kind of browse, and I'd be like, all right, that's cool. But I remember, because I kind of took like I said, I was like a random until like a year ago. And I always like planned on like putting out a montage because I always wanted to do it. And my first montage was the 6-year Taj. And that could have been, the 7-year Taj, the 5-year Taj, whenever I decided to finally do it. And that was just like how many years I've been saving up clips. Because it was a pretty shit montage. Everybody's first montage is pretty bad. But yeah, that's when I first put out my montage. But I would say that's also when I started to watch more montages. And like when I get obsessed with something, I start to like really like study it. So I'm like, I've really learned like the history of like montaging and like all these other montages like, through the years. And so I've done my research and I've all my studying or whatever of montages. And the one that really fucking inspired me is when I watched Blizzard from Another World 2 by Hyena. I saw that and like everything I knew about Halo was a lie. Because it was just like, I was just like, this is like insane. And like with anything, like if you know me, I'm always drawn to like unique things and like when somebody's doing something different. So that caught my eye like right away. And I've never seen a montage like done that way. So I was like, this is insane. And I mean, Hyena's really inspired like my like style of like editing, I would say. Because I mean, I can't get like those like fast clips like him. But like the way he puts his montages together is like genius to me. Because he uses like ambient music. It's like he's scoring a film and just like the overall feel of his montages. And he has like themes. It's just so smart to me. This is also going to be the D Writer podcast, by the way. But yeah, I mean, that's what really like inspired me to like make my montages the way I do, I guess, and try to get like the like a feel. Like an overall feel for it. I don't know. That's what's really inspired me.
Okay. So what started my Halo career? I mean, I'll get into my montage career, but my Halo career overall, I remember going to my cousin's house and like they would play Halo 2 and they would like mess around in like Blood Gulch, like swords and stuff. And I always thought the sword looked like a blue scorpion claw. Like it was the weirdest thing. But like that's like what I saw whenever
like an actual scorpion.
Yeah, like I was like, why is this in the game? But like I found that like pretty cool how you could like lunge with it and stuff like that. But and then when Halo 3 came out, I was like, I need to get this, Mom. Let me get this game, please. I was like young. So I got it and I would just like split screen with my friends all the time. And then I remember my cousin coming over and he was like, you need to watch this video. You need to watch what I made. And funny enough, he was like posing as like Furion and in the Furion and Fluxy dual-tage. And I was like, dude, you're insane. Like I would watch this Taj and I'd be like, you're a god. Like how are you this good? Like what is that like red metal? And it was like the extern one. And I just like watched that religiously. I would like show my friends. And then I remember going over to my friend's house and I showed them this Taj, like he and his brother, and like at the time we were playing Halo 3. He was like, dude, we got to go for clips. We got to do this. So all night we stayed up and we went for like clips in Halo 3 on like Team Slayer, like the same stuff they went for. We were very unsuccessful, so we just kept going at it like over and over again.
Did you get any
And then,
triples?
what's up?
Did you get any triple kills?
I don't even think we got a triple kill, dude. I remember we were so bad. So like, we're like the OG infection kids that everyone like talks about like back then. So we were just like mind blown by the Taj. And then like fast forward to when like Reach came out, and I would always like be on the Bungie page for some reason. Like I would like come home from school and I'd go on and see like what's going on. And cameras came out, the dual Taj by All Star and Axlo. And I just watched that so much, dude. Like that was like that inspired me so much. Like actually like go out and like go for clips and Reach. And I was still unsuccessful, like completely. Like I would just fuck up everything. I couldn't get it. I would save like overs and multi-team, like just spraying the hill. And I thought it was like the greatest thing ever. But like I remember doing that, and then going forward, like I think a year or two in a Reach, I got like a quick scope Tross on like sword base. I remember this clip, and I like remember that night. I like called my cousin up, and I was like, "Bro, we gotta make a montage. we gotta get this going." So we went out, or like he came over like a week later, and we went out and we bought the Dazzle, the legendary Dazzle,
Oh shit.
the OG potato capture card. Like we were like so stoked, and
How much
we ended
was
up like how much? I think it was like $80.
Oh.
So we were like, we're buying this thing. There's just no way we're not buying it. What a deal. So we bought it. We brought it home, and we edited like an infection slash like
Oh my god.
like regular multiplayer like clips, stuff like that, like, you know, multi-team and like Team Slayer. And it was just like the shittest thing. Like
What was your
I
highest
wouldn't-
infection multi in the top?
it was a Nair. It was a
Nice.
Nair.
All right.
Yeah, I had the Nair. And
Is there proof of this?
Yeah,
Has
where
made
is
a
this
video.
Tom?
You're done.
Link
Actually, we edited the video on my mom's computer, funny enough, and I think it's still there. Like
With Windows?
I'm not even
Movie
lying.
Maker?
Go find it.
With Pinnacle Studios.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh god.
Yes.
So I've downgraded a bit here with the highlight videos.
Well,
but,
it's not too much of a step from M5 edit.
I'm done. You're done. So, you know, we edited that Taj, you know, it was like 8 minutes, I think. And we were just mind blown at like how cool it looked and stuff like that. We were just like, we gotta put rap music in this. And like, I remember putting in like Teach Me How to Dougie, like the
Oh my
cringiest,
fucking god.
like the cringiest of the cringe. And this is like, of course, like 4 years ago.
I mean, did any of you guys like have a good first montage? Like the
No.
very
Good.
first montage.
I
you
did
made?
not.
A
Mm,
good first montage.
Like the
No.
first montage you ever attempted to make. It was
I
bad,
edited
right?
to, Love
like
the Way You
everybody has
Lie.
like the first montage.
Oh
was bad.
no.
Yeah.
Mine
I'm in the
was
same boat, bro.
to Coldplay something, and I
Yikes.
remember that it had like a mix of like random SWAT and infection clips,
Oh my
and then it
god.
had, and then it ended with a Griffball Killionaire extermination, and I thought that was just
Nice.
But then there was just like randomly scattered clips in there. Like there was a no scope over on Pinnacle and all these like random, like weird clips. But yeah, that was shortly taken down after I realized how bad it was.
You completely deleted it.
Actually,
Yeah, my first comment was shit. Period. And it immediately got a dislike. So that kind of brought my
gee.
spirits down a bit. So yeah,
Where did you
that
share
is
it?
nowhere to be found anymore.
Did you like share it anywhere, or did you just post it?
I ended up redoing it with a different song and like what I thought was better editing, and it really wasn't. But I like kind of redid it, and then that got like 3 likes. I'm like, okay, this is an
I
improvement.
made it.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't have a good first video at all. Like I don't know if any of you guys have, but mine was really bad.
believe it or not, the first Taj we like uploaded to YouTube. I think it was on a channel called like As Den Productions. It's like my last name backwards.
Whoa.
And Yeah, so we thought we were badass because we put up a montage, and it instantly got taken down because of Teach Me How to Dougie had a copyright on it. So we were struggling to figure out what song, like the standard YouTube song, we would put in there, and we ended up putting this dumb piano song. I really don't know why. It was my cousin's decision, but it looks so bad, and it was just like we were just like, all right, we're taking this down.
Does your cousin still play?
No, he's done. Like,
What did he go by?
he was a little bit better than me at the time, and I just surpassed him, I guess. And he was just like he was doing other stuff. What did he go by?
Yeah.
CRN111. That was
Oh,
yeah.
that kind of brings up. What was your guys' like original gamer tags? What? Like,
Mine was
Um,
always
oh,
Apple
God.
Fanatic.
really?
Well, actually,
Oh, no.
actually, it wasn't because it was actually taken. The OG Apple Fanatic some asshole took, so I had to settle with iApple Fanatic 414, and then that got
Sweat.
banned for some reason. So I turned it into
Sweat.
Yeah, someone
go.
reported me and it got banned. So
Wow.
yeah,
My actual first gamer tag was, this is gonna be really cringy, but it was Red Misty Rain, and instead of an I in Misty, it was a 1.
Oh,
yes.
It was
I-
so cringy.
I have a fucking.
I can
worse
relate
one
to
than
that number usage because my first gamer tag was aim and fire, but both of the eyes were ones.
You were just a
So-
sweat out the gate, huh?
I thought it was decent. I still think it's decent for a first gamer tag, but
It's
the
better
ones
than
that-
a lot of them.
going back to the last question, I have to kind of toot my own horn a little bit because the first Taj that I made, not the first Taj that I was in, because that was just stupid, but the first Taj that I made actually got up on FBW. So that
Oh,
was
Was that your duel?
That was automatic, yeah, the dual Taj. So,
Nice.
and then the leftovers to that Taj got up in FBW returns. So, yeah, own horn. Tooting.
Well, you're just a god, Sean.
Thank you.
Where was I?
So modest.
Where was I? So yeah, that got taken down. That montage got taken down. And then when Halo 4 came out, I remember I was like looking for someone to edit because I think I got put in a Skype chat or like a giant like Skype group by like Proxy Hero. I would always be watching those guys in Halo Frat House. I got put in that chat and I was like, yo, anyone want to edit like a Halo 4 mini Taj? And like Ishii like swoops in and is like, yo, bro, I got you.
Really?
Yeah. And so I like started getting clips in Halo 4 and they're, clips. And yeah, we ended up like turning it into a montage and it did pretty good, but that was like my first ever montage. It was like actual like decent, like I could call it a montage.
Well, that's a damn good first montage then.
No.
At least compared to mine.
The gameplay was kind of poopy.
Poopy.
But so yeah, that happened and now I'm here. So like after that Taj I really started to like get better. And then yeah, so that's all I have to say.
Mike, what was your first gamer tag?
Oh God, it's legit with the tryhard X's on the end,
Yes.
Oh
and
shit!
then
Wow.
and legit it was a 3 and then 1.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
It's just
Nice.
guys,
I
yeah.
definitely have the worst one. Mine was Chub 521 for like 5
Oh,
years.
God.
What a beast.
Just the gamer tags I look for when I'm trying to clip.
Yeah, really.
I know, right? You might have clipped me. Who knows? Do you guys ever have you guys ever just stumbled upon a random Taj and you're like, oh hey, that's one of my gamer tags. I got clipped in that. Has that
Thankfully,
ever happened to you guys?
I don't think so for me.
I don't
but
think so.
Yeah,
No.
me neither.
One point I did want to bring up with first gamer tags. So Kyle isn't here, but Kyle had one of the greatest first gamer tags. It was Grunt Destroya 7.
Oh wow.
If you don't mind me talking about this, but like how I got my montage name. I didn't start with Roguesy, I don't think, till my mini Taj, or my montage, but I got Roguesy because like I like the word rogue because you're like on your own. It's like
Like the rogue helmet.
yeah, kind of like that. Like not at all, but my old gamer tag used to be like Rogue, like Roguesy, and it was actually like Rogue with a ZY and then, so everyone would pronounce it Rogue Wheezy. It was like the weirdest thing. So I had to change that. So I ended up changing it to like, ROUGZY. and that's how I got my montage name. But,
The first time I saw that, I thought it was Rousey.
Yeah, so did I.
yeah, there's so many different like.
So it looks like you got to change it again.
Oh no.
But I don't know, Chris, did you talk about your initial montaging inspiration?
Oh,
what got you into it, Chris?
I have not. So mine's a little bit different than everyone else because I kind of started at like what a lot of people would call like not great montages and kind of worked my way back until I found some really good ones. So I like started with just like a random upload. I just found FB Walshy for the win for the first time, and ironically, the first video I watched was some, I forgot what it was, but it was just like a very like average reach montage. I'm just like, okay, it's pretty cool that people can do this stuff. Like, and there were like ninjas and like random overkills in there. And like I thought that was really cool, but I didn't talk to like anyone at the time who was like related to Halo or the community or anything. So I just kind of spent like literally like one night over like my summer break, just like going through FB Walsh and just like watching montages. And like ironically, as I went farther back, they like actually got way better. I'm just like, whoa, what's this metal? What's this metal? But like as far as montages that like I actually like saw, and I'm just like, okay, I really want to do this. Like the two obvious ones are Dutchies M2 and Apex. That's kind of something that I think we all can agree with. And then from there went to Furion. And this was like, I started playing Halo back, well, technically I started playing it back in Halo 2 days, but I lived in Hawaii and there weren't like a lot of video game usage there. So I didn't actually own the game. I just went over to my friend's house and watched him play, and we just like did these random customs where I would like struggle to actually aim and like use the controller. But like from then on, I like stopped playing Halo for a little while because like I didn't really like, I don't know, I wasn't really into video games. But then Halo 3 came out and all my friends were like super into it, and they're just like, okay, we have to get this game. But my parents didn't want me to get it because it was a violent video game. So my friends took the liberty to actually buy it for me for my birthday, so my mom couldn't say no to that.
Nice.
That's smart.
My mom would have said no. We're taking
But
this
yeah,
back.
I didn't really know what I was doing. Actually, just a little side note, when I first had my 360, I could only play this like really awkward, like it was a third-person shooter. I forgot what it was called, but it was one game. It was rated teen because there was no blood in it, and there were like 3 missions total. And I would like literally just play them over and over and over again because I had nothing else to do during that time. Like,
did you get any clips?
If so, Link.
Probably not.
Link.
But once I got Halo 3, I didn't have Xbox Live for a while, so I just kind of just like experimented with the campaign. Didn't really know what the story was about at all. And I was just like randomly going through it. And I started playing co-op. That was fun. They always made fun of me when I didn't know how weapons worked, like shooting shotguns across the map, trying to no-scope with the sniper when like someone was like really far away, stuff like that. And then from when I got Xbox Live, I went on to what was it? It was like, I think my first game was actually in multi-team, and I got utterly destroyed by everyone. And I just like, I didn't really know what to say because I didn't think people were like that good at the game. These people destroyed me.
Right,
And like I didn't play for like a full week after that first game because I was like heartbroken. I was just like, okay, I thought I was like kind of decent at this game, and then I go in. It's King of the Hill, so I was going for the hill, obviously, and yeah, I just got annihilated.
That'd be so
like,
funny
really
if you
badly.
look back like on the stats and you were playing against like Walshy and Ogre 2.
This was Reach.
Good.
No, this was toward the end of Halo 3.
Oh, right. You said that. Yeah, never mind.
But I didn't know anything about montaging or anything like that. So over that summer, I think this was a year before Reach came out. I just went on FB Walshy like randomly. I'm just like, hey, I wonder if you'll make Halo videos. And I started searching Halo and montages and stuff. And I gradually found better ones, and it led me to Dutchies M2 and Apex and Furion and all those. And then I started getting really into it, but I was like, okay, I can't do this stuff because it was like Hawks and Nairs and Exterms and all this like crazy shit. And
And then Halo 4 came out. No.
And then Reach came out, and all my friends were like really into it for like a few months, and then they're just like, yeah, I don't really like this game very much, so I'm just gonna leave and go play Call of Duty. So then that kind of like led to me like experimenting with Halo on my own, basically. And the first Reach channel I actually found was Cause of Hell's channel, because he was like uploading like these crazy clips like every single day. There would be something new. And the first thing I was wondering was like, how does he find these complete like idiots who just don't know what they're doing at all? Because like I mean,
like me.
we've all probably done that, like commented on like first like montage, just like how do you find these incredibly stupid people? But like that was one of the things that kind of made me like want to try it. So I went out and tried it. I hit a no-scope overkill on Pinnacle Free-for-All, and I thought I was the greatest person alive. And I think I still have that clip on my Xbox, actually.
Good.
But I went over to my friend's house. He had like this really big like attic, and I brought my Xbox with me, and I had this random account, and it was like Apple Fanatic YouTube or something. It was it was like a really random, like 1 month or something.
Right.
And he saw that and he's like, "Wow, what are you doing?" And then I hit this really average AR overkill on, I think it's like Zealot multi-team or something. I was like, "Dude, this is the first clip I've hit at your house. This is amazing."
Let's fucking go, dude.
And he's just like, "Dude, you're such a fucking nerd. Like, stop." But there was that. And then Cause of Hell's first montage came out, and I like saw those clips, and I'm like, okay, I want to go for this. So like I started playing like more try-hard-ish, I guess, and like actually tried to grab Sniper and betrayed people for Sniper a few times because I got angry.
Didn't you play like Octaons with Cause of Hell? Because I actually, this was like a long time ago.
Yeah,
but I remember
no scope overkill on Cause of Hell in Octagon. It was on YouTube actually.
Yeah.
And, like,
okay. Believe it or not, I actually played with Chris and Mike in an Octagon, and I didn't know who Apple Fanatic was. I was like, "Who is this kid?"
You shouldn't have, because I wasn't.
I was like, "This kid's sweating. Like, what is wrong with this kid?" You know, it's still true. But I ended up like beating him, and I was like, "Wow, I guess I'm like pretty decent." But yeah, continue.
Yeah, like I don't know how that actually happened. I think it just like started with this like random comment chain on Cause of Hell's like channel. I'm just like, "Hey dude, we should play sometime." He's like, "Oh yeah, sure." And so I don't know exactly how that Octagon thing started, but I was saving Octagon clips on you guys. I probably still have them on that.
Yeah, you probably did.
Actually, my first montage ever, which was complete and utter trash, I did actually have that clip in there. So.
Uh-oh. Let's go check it out.
Do you guys remember? So was that like the first time you played with like someone who was like well known?
Yeah, and I was honestly pretty nervous at the time because like I didn't really know what it was gonna be like playing with someone who like actually had like any meme.
He flattened us.
Dude,
he flattened us.
Such a fag. The first time I played with Hyena, I was like starstruck.
First time I ever talked to Rob. Like I didn't really know what to expect, but the first thing that he said in the party chat was, "You're a fucking pussy," and then he left. This was after I talked to Ethan for the first time, and I'm like, wow, okay, this dude's got problems.
Dude, that's how I felt when I met him too.
But I'm getting way off topic here. But after Reach, I made like a couple like montages, and they weren't very good. I made a team doubles commentary where I got a Hail to the King, and I thought it was just amazing. God, I've done some stupid shit. But then Halo 4 came out, and none of my friends were excited for it because they hated Reach, and they saw how Halo 4 was like exactly like Reach in a lot of ways. But for whatever reason, I enjoyed playing Halo 4 like more because I was like actually semi-decent at the game compared to Reach. Like when Reach came out, I didn't really have like any skill or anything. But with Halo 4, and people could say it's probably just because the game was a lot easier, but like I don't know why, but I just like randomly like started like getting addicted to it. Like I would wake up like every single morning before school, and I would play like regicide matches. Like
didn't you hit like a task like the first day it came out or something like that?
No. I did not. I watched Biscuit and Kryptonics first week, and they had like 5 or 6 nairs, and
Jesus Christ.
Ethan too. And I'm like, what?
How is this possible?
Yeah. No, I didn't hit shit the first week. The first week was like miserable for me. But then like I took a bit of a break, and then they had that 4-shot update where the game like actually started feeling like
Wasn't that like
semi-decent
6
again.
months after it was released though?
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
That
took
was
a pretty
insane.
big break. But then like I started playing more, and I started making new accounts for some reason. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna make a montage in this game. And I like started with like a bunch of really like average overkills and tacks, and then I met Ethan and Rob, who like kind of helped me like I guess change my standards a bit. And then my first time being in a Skype call with them, I hit a headshot tasked on a drift ricochet, and I was just like, okay, I can actually make a video in this game that's going to be semi-decent. And so I did, and that was like 6 months of like cutting out awful clips and stuff. But I came out with my M1 like after I met Ethan and Rob and all of them. And I mean, that was a really big moment for me because I got like over like 50 likes, I think, and I was just like, wow, this is like actually really cool. And then after that, I like started making like consistent videos, and then like the clips got better and better and better. And then I hit that, what was it, 3-for-1 overkill to tack on Haven FFA. And I'm just like, okay, well, can I actually like call myself good now?
I know, right? Like, am I a montager yet?
What?
It's like, am I a montager yet?
Yeah, that was like the moment where I like actually felt like I was a montager. So yeah, call me a Halo 4 kid if you want, but that's basically what I am montaging wise. But like yeah, like before that though, you all have probably seen my 13-year-old profile picture on YouTube commenting on like millions of videos apparently. Because like I'm one of those people who like when I like something I like really obsessed with it.
Yeah,
So when
makes sense.
I started playing Halo, I was like really obsessed with Halo videos, and I would like go comment and like I don't know, I was just like obsessed. I would watch Halo videos like all the time.
Did you
Yeah.
buy the soundtrack? Did you buy the Reach soundtrack like I did?
You bought the Reach soundtrack?
Yeah, I bought the Reach
actually
soundtrack.
think I did.
How much was that?
And dude, I'm like tempted to not even say this, but
Say
like
it.
for an alarm clock, I had the Reach.
Oh man.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I bought that too, but
My
I've always liked
phone-
video game music.
My
But
phone
it was
background is
bad.
like the
It was
Reach
bad.
planet right now.
Oh yeah, dude, it was.
But
bad.
I mean, the thing that I took away from Halo 4, and like the thing that was really interesting about Halo 4 was that everyone like most people didn't actually enjoy playing the game like at all. And like I was one of the few who like actually still really enjoyed montaging in it and really like enjoyed making content for it, even when it was for like a very small audience because people didn't really watch very much Halo 4 stuff. But I mean, after Halo 4, like I thought MCC was going to be great. It really wasn't. I actually like. I think I don't even have over 8,000 kills in matchmaking in MCC because I played customs. Like that was the only thing I ever played because I just didn't enjoy it. And now Halo 5 is here, and I'm enjoying it for the time being, and we'll see where it goes from there.
I'm fucking hyped about Halo 5, honestly, though.
I love
yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's fun, but I think it definitely. I don't know.
It needs more
We
maps.
can talk
It
about
needs.
that kind of stuff later.
Yeah,
It
that's
needs more
true.
maps.
But yeah,
We'll see
that's
what BTB
basically my
does.
story. It's really long, and it started basically with like watching my friend play Halo CE campaign on his laptop and not doing anything, and then eventually turning into like Halo being like an actual like really
Yeah.
big hobby for me.
Hobby.
And like
Did any of you guys have Xbox Live for the original Xbox?
nope,
Mm-mm.
my friend did.
No.
I was the only. That's when I first got Xbox Live. I got it in like 2006, and I played. I got it specifically just to play Halo 2.
Yeah, I figured.
Nice.
But like I think the main reason I got into Halo so much was that just like my friends weren't into it like at all, and
Yeah.
I wasn't into the games they were playing. They were playing like Call of Duty and like I don't know. I'm never really into those kind of games. So I was like obsessed with Halo, and I didn't want it to stop, so I tried to make it into like a big thing, and that's where content started, and that's where montaging started, and that's where commenting on every Halo video in existence started. So, yeah.
Since birth.
You there, Mike?
Nope. Mike died again.
I clicked
Oh,
lagged out for a second.
I'm here.
Oh,
he's
there,
kind of
Mike?
there.
Oh,
I'm
there
here.
he is. He's alive.
Okay, my turn.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Go.
I just took up like an hour.
No, that's good.
No, it flowed well.
I cried.
So
I'm still crying.
so I first got my Xbox back in 2004, and I got Halo 2 in like I want to say the same year. It was either that or 2005, and I'm trying to remember why I actually started watching montages, and I think I really got into YouTube. I didn't make an account for a while, but I really got into YouTube like late 2006. And back then they had categories like most watched for this category and most viewed for this country or something like that. And I think I was just scrolling through those and I found a Halo montage, and it was probably like Walshy's M2 or something. And then it just went on from there, and I started watching a lot of montages. Like I said, Walshy. There was a guy I had to look up, and crap, I don't remember his name. Nakamura from Halo 2 as well. There's this guy named Dust with 2 S's who had ridiculous sticky launch tages.
Arguably the best stick montager.
Yeah, he was so creative way back when. And I mean, even to this day, like if I am playing MCC on the occasion, I'm playing Halo 2. I mean, like hitting an air is probably like the best for all like montaging, I guess, emotions for me. But hitting like a ridiculous launch stick, like across coagulation or something like that, ranks right up there for me.
Really?
Because that's where that started for me. So those guys, Reese, RHIS, Reed 18, Jared Blaze, guys who were back in Halo 2, and this. Remember the first Halo?
That's funny. You started watching it at Halo 2 montages.
Yeah, because I was, like I said, I was so into YouTube back then. I was playing Halo, like I was playing Halo 2 campaign, you know, customs with like neighbors or something, just like sniping and dicking around and sucking and stuff like that. And then the first Halo 3 montage I watched was this guy named Forever Savior, and that was also, I think, how I discovered FBW and subscribed to them, and then it really like shot up after that, just watching montages and starting to play like that. And ultimately what made me decide, okay, I am definitely getting a capture card of some sort in montage was Campy's M4. However much later that was. But I mean, I was saving clips the whole time because I have stuff from, like I have that 2008 Taj. But like back in 2007 and whatnot, when Halo 3 first came out, I actually had the arcade version of the Xbox 360. Yeah. I didn't have a hard drive. So I wasn't like saving any clips. I probably didn't hit anything. But I didn't get a hard drive until like April of 2008 from my friend. So that's when I started saving clips. And yeah, that's how that all started. One thing I thought was interesting, potentially we could talk about if it actually does like work out this way, was back then with the montages, and I also got into like RuneScape PK videos because that's where I started off YouTube, was like with RuneScape, and that's what consumed my life back in middle school.
That's what you're playing right now.
Huh?
And that's what you're playing right now.
Maybe. But
you're done.
Yeah, that back then I got into a group of friends that made those videos, and that and the Halo 2 montages kind of shaped the music that I listened to for several years and still kind of listen to. It was a lot of just, you know, rock and hard rock and grungy stuff like that.
That's like a good point. I think that's how a lot of people got into like certain music, because I remember a really fun thing about watching montages was that like you're probably going to hear some music that you haven't heard before. And it's like a great way to like listen to new music and shit.
I find so much new music just by watching random Halo videos.
Yeah,
like,
it's great.
Believe it or not, like I heard the song Sweater Weather before, like before it was on the radio through like Blaz's Halo 4 montage,
Oh,
edited
yeah.
by Local, and I was like, this song's so good. Why is this on the radio? And then like I think 2 months later it was on the radio, like playing. I was like, oh, I know that song. It's from Montage, but I didn't say that,
Right.
So
That's funny.
So yeah. So what? Kind of along the same lines, I'm wondering what your guys' thought process is for choosing a song to edit, because now we all, well, except for Carter, kind of no offense, but we all kind of edit our own stuff.
Well, I know for me, it's just I like to pick. Like I look at it like I'm like scoring a movie. So typically, I'll choose something with no vocals and like, because I feel like I can like I'll hear like a song, and then I can like shape the montage and come up with like a theme or something from that like song that I hear. That's what I did with like Parasite. So it's I don't know. Like I said, I really just try to like capture like the feel. So I'll have to like listen to a song and I'll like try to like make the montage like in my head. And I look at it like I'm like doing a movie. So that's how I kind of like look at it. But I typically go for like weirder stuff because I'm
a bit more unique.
Because I'm edgy.
Still got too much teenage angst.
Yeah.
I try to capture the feels, but in a nostalgic and softer side.
Yeah,
Dutchie's
I was
M3
just about to
actually.
say, you have some of like the best music choices in my opinion.
Yeah.
Suicide Sheep.
Yeah.
Suicide Sheep. 2 OP.
Take all the credit.
I mean,
I
a
would agree
thing
with that.
that I think is worth mentioning is that after I started watching montages, like this is really, really nerdy, but like when I hear a song on the radio, I like imagine clips being played to it and
Yep.
like where certain clips could go.
I
I'm
think
just
everybody
like,
does that. I like
Yeah.
I talked to like Furion and he's like when I play Halo I just listen to music and he has like a montage playlist that he like listens to while he's playing the game and he like can like form a montage like in his head. So I think a lot of people do that.
yeah,
Oh,
as
yeah.
far as like music choices, I mean, I would like honestly anything that I just enjoy listening to and I think would be fun to like sync to and would be like I can think of different ideas to do in
Yeah.
the video. I mean, that's really like all there is to it for me. I just like use any music that I think.
I will say
would work well.
I think any song could be used in a montage.
Yeah.
It just has
Yeah,
to be done
definitely.
properly. Like you
Yeah.
can use
And song
fucking
choice is really like subjective
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like, some people really dislike a certain genre and stuff. So I mean, it's like
I like to see. I just like to see like how well the clips will like look when the song's on there. Like the reason I picked one of the songs, "Body Snatchers" for my M5. We won't go into too much details because that montage editing
I'm
was
still
like,
gonna
kind of
finish
poop.
that for you one day, Carter.
No, that'd be sick
Like-
to see that done. So
But like a part of that song, like I just like to think of like parts of the song where like a 6-shot would go, like for like a 2-front Tross Exterm, like when the song really gets intense or something like that. I don't know. That's like I always look for that in the like a song, where it gets really deep. So
Bada boom.
yeah, part of what I listen to also, and I use, well, I don't know, I haven't used a whole bunch of genres necessarily for my montages, but I remember going back and when I made Automatic, my first dualtage, a lot of what I'd be listening for is also the lyrics of a montage, and sometimes I would even sync stuff to what was being said, like
Yeah.
whether or not, like even if it was cheesy, because I remember there was a song I used by a band called Autopilot Off, who's also pretty much kind of generic rock, but there was a part that talked about like just rewinding or something like that, and there was another part that said something about when you drown, and I had some like underwater angle or something like that.
So that
Yeah.
shit's
So-
cool to me.
Yeah, I really like stuff like that. There's not like
Creative.
enough of it. I don't see that very often anymore. But I think it's a really cool thing.
and that list of what was it, Diablo, the
Yeah.
montage that recently came out, like something, or like he kills Mac Miller, like a kid with the gamer tag of Mac Miller in one of the clips I noticed on like Guardian, I think, one of the players. I thought it was pretty cool because it was like a Mac Miller song.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
notice that.
I think
Yeah.
that it was super good. Props to it. That was
Great
what,
montage.
Scace, who edited
Yeah.
that?
Great
That was really well
montage.
done.
So Mike, you just try to pick like music with the most feels.
Yeah, Dutchie's M3 really impacted that.
Really?
He used Switchfoot.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a sick song. But I give all my credit to Suicide Sheep for always providing the music for montages.
And all of
dedicate
my-
a series to
my
him,
highlight
basically.
videos.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So one thing I thought of, Carter and Chris kind of already talked about this, but do you, I guess Clayton and Mike, do you kind of remember your first like good clip that you saved? Like kind of how it went down? Because Carter talked about like a quickscope tross or something, and Chris talked about a no scope over. And because I was trying to go back and remember like the early clips that I hit, but they were like all sticks. So
Yeah, I remember the first like good clip like that I hit. I don't know how it holds up like today, but I remember, dude. It was fucking September 9th, 2009. 999. I remember that. And I named the clip So Clutch. And it was on Construct. And it was Team Snipers. My whole team quit, so it was me versus like 4 or 5 dudes. I don't remember. But this clip is actually in the 6-year Taj. I body a guy for the single, headshot double, and it was no scope triple, no scope over. And when I hit that dude, I was like, what the fuck? You know, I was like, I freaked out. And if I had map awareness and like knew where to like look, the guy spawned in Sword. It was on Construct. I was in lobby, and the guy spawned at Sword. I could have like looked to my left and hit him for the tack. But I mean, I was like shaking, dude. Like.
Yeah, I was shaking after my average no scope over 2 with the triple being AFK.
Oh, yeah, same here. I choked the shit out of the Jaro. I mean, easily. That was like my worst choke.
I remember
The first clip I ever saved
Sorry,
was,
Mike.
I think, a Bull True beatdown overkill on Pit. I was like, oh, dude, I'm the shit. I gotta make Taj. M1.
M1, M1. Yep.
I mean,
Aside
I saved average clips before that, but that's like the first clip that I hit that I was like, this
Right.
is like a good clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saved some really dumb shit before. Like I saved this like random clip where it was on Guardian, I think, and I ninja the first guy, and then I look toward where the hill was, which was like top gold, and I just throw a sticky randomly, and I get a triple kill. It didn't stick any of them. It just was like. But I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
What about
guys-
that time you threw a sticky and you got a 4th one and then armor locked?
Oh yeah, that happened too.
Jeez.
Did you guys ever like go out of your way and like look for like editors to like edit your first like real like actual montage when you were like less known or anything? Because
I
like
figured there was no way in hell they would actually want to talk to me.
because like I remember reaching out to like Trank,
Oh, wow.
Silly Goose. Like I was just like, hey yo, hook me up with the Taj. And of course, you know, I didn't really get a Taj from them, but
Yeah, I couldn't
Oh.
find one, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it myself. And that's when I went out and bought my like HD60, and I torrented Sony Vegas. And I kind of had some like experience with like editing and video because I did that shit in like high school, so I was like, I could do this shit. So
Yeah, I kind of had plans in editing my own stuff back when, but I remember talking to a few people through YouTube inbox, just like tips on how to make a good montage, and they were this guy named Buttery, Tunny, and actually Howard Zestel. I messaged back when, and I think he was just starting out because that was like late 2011, early 2012, but he was already making sick shit. He must have been like 13 years old or something. But like seriously, but he was making good stuff, and I'm like, yo, any tips? And yeah, they all like responded and willing to help out, so that was cool.
I actually remember reaching out to Zessel to Howard, and this is actually pretty funny, but I was like, yo, do you want to edit like a Halo dual Taj? And the response I got was wolf. It was like woof.
Wolf.
Just woof.
What does that mean?
Like, I was like so confused. I was like talking to my friend. I was like, dude, what the fuck is this guy talking about? What does woof mean? Like, why is he saying that?
that's funny.
That was actually funny though.
Wait, so Sean, what was your first like big like what was the first like clip that you hit that you like were like, all right, I'm saving this? By the way,
Aside
we lost
from-
Chris, I think he's gonna join in.
Yeah, Chris, hopefully he'll be back. But aside from all the cross map sticks and whatnot, the first really good clip I remember hitting was It was like mid to late 2008 or something. And I was such a big team kid, and I was playing a stand trap, and I was on the top, like above where the sniper spawn, and I got a 2-for-1 headshot no scope over, and then I picked it up into a reload no scope headshot tack.
Jeez.
And that was like, it's still one of my favorite clips.
On Reach?
On stand trap.
Oh, okay.
So Halo 3. But yeah, that was definitely the best. And then I think it was here shortly before, shortly after that, I also hit a Jaro and Team Snipes on Narrows, and that was also, like I said, sometime in 2008. So those were my 2 first like really good clips that were fun to hit.
You're like, let's fucking go, dude.
When did you hit your narrows?
That was 2000. The Narrows one. That was like 2011 or 2012.
Narrows.
No, we've all thought of that, okay? You're done.
Yeah, that was later. My first Nair was like mid 2009. It was like a lot of Rocket BR and Foundry King, the greatest game type of all, Foundry King multi-team.
My first Nair was Griffball.
My first Nair.
Yay.
I actually couldn't hit a Nair in Griffball because I was so bad, but my first Nair was actually an Infection.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
It couldn't compare to Sean's, obviously, but
Yeah, my first actual Nair was Reach multi-team countdown, DMR and nades, and like 1 sensitivity. So that was really great.
Wow.
there you go. Good old 1 cent.
Yeah, so you have clearly, but have all you guys like changed sensitivities over the years, or have you stayed the same kind of with that?
Oh god, I used to play on 3. That was terrible.
Played on
Couldn't do
standard.
360s. It was impossible.
What do you play on
Then
now?
I switched to 7 or 8, and then 360 gyros.
Is that what you play on
I
now?
made some really weird sensitivity changes. Like I started with 1, like stayed with that for a while because I thought I was completely terrible. And then I went to 3 for like a couple years, and I felt pretty content with it. And then for some reason, I thought that Halo 4 was really fun to play on 10 cents, so I switched to 10 cents. And now I'm like covering it like 6 through 7. So I don't know. It's changed a lot. It's weird.
Yeah, I started off with like 3. You know, the standard like don't touch the settings on your controller, just like hop on and play. And then I switched to 4. So there you go.
That kind of makes me
Really
think,
similar.
like, people who pick up Halo 5 for the first time, like, default controls for them are so different than default controls for, like, what we played with, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Took some adjusting for sure. I had it at 6, and then, believe it or not, I actually moved it back down to 4, and that's what I've been playing on for the past like 2 weeks. I don't
It's
know.
working pretty well for you.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, I started at 3 and then moved to 5.
Yeah,
Have you guys like actually changed your button layouts at all? Like drastically?
I've played on Recon since like Halo 3, but the only thing I played default controls for Halo 2 though, so you can do button combos better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I played default for Halo 2, and then I started on 4 since default for Halo 3, and like half a year into it, I played with a bunch of people who, for some reason, all played on high sensitivity. So then I was on 7, and I also switched to bumper jumper back then too. And then for the last, I don't know, what is it, like 2 years or so, I've been playing on 10 sensitivity, except for, well, it varies. Like I'm on 10 for, and because of MCC now, I know I'm on 10 for Halo 1, but 10 for CE, Halo 2, and 3, and then I'm on 6 for Reach and 4, because that makes sense.
Interesting.
So, yeah. Whatever works.
Do any of you guys claw?
I wish.
Nope.
No.
I can, but not well at all, to the point where it's like not even worth it.
No.
Especially with the new Halo 5 recon controls to ground pound, you have to like switch to claw,
Yeah,
which is stupid.
I can do that. I don't know.
I don't do that.
That's the only time I claw. I only claw for like beatdowns and like the ground pound and shit.
I'm not Hyena or Ethan or any of these players who are actually good at the game.
It's interesting, Clayton. I think I remember Karma, the former MLG pro and Swag Star,
He's my
whatever
he's
else
like my
people wanted to
favorite
call
pro.
him. Huh?
He's my favorite pro, Karma.
Really?
Yeah, he was dope. Because I think I remember he switched when he was in close quarters combat. He talked about this in like an interview or something. When he was in close quarters combat, he would switch to claw, but if he was doing long range stuff like sniping or something, he would play regular. Just very interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm assuming he was talking about Halo 2.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can get those fucking BXBs down so good if you're clawing, and then you can like move around your opponent as well.
Yeah.
I hate and love the melee system in Halo 2. Like, it pisses me off so much, but you can like fuck people up if you know what you're doing. Like, I remember the first time I played customs with you guys, and I like crouched BXB'd, and you guys were like, "What?"
I was so upset. It's like, this kid is such a fucking nerd. Can we never
What is
play
this?
with him again?
Well, what is this sorcery? What is this button sorcery you're doing?
Ethan rage quit one time because I did.
Yeah. You made Ethan rage quit. That's actually like pretty rare. So.
It's like I'd actually be proud.
Well-
Like,
Well done.
I'm proud of you for that. Actually, GG.
Have you ever played Halo 2, Mike?
Nah, I played it once. One custom game.
That's
one
it?
1v1 on lockout.
What about
And then I was like,
CE?
okay, fuck this, back to Halo 3.
Strictly Halo 3.
Yep. Played some Reach. Played one game of Halo 4. Called it good.
You're
Nah, a
just
couple
Halo
games,
3
actually.
Halo 3 for life, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
I don't think I'll ever buy an
Halo-
Xbox One or Halo 5.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, what are your thoughts on Halo 5?
I don't really follow it, so I don't really have an opinion. But I just hear all the time the theater's kind of messed up. It's hard to edit montages because of it. I know one really good editor, Omniscience, Paul, he's actually done, I think, after he's editing Felix's Taj.
he was ranting pretty hard about how H5 is not fun to edit too.
I
I mean, I don't want to
it's
go
not fun.
into like our opinions on H5 again, but I will say that like the main takeaway that I think that people who haven't played it should have is that it's a really fun game with some really annoying issues, and it's really frustrating for montaging. Not playing, but like tools for editors and tools for
yeah.
like I don't know. It's just missing a lot of the like creativity.
I mean,
from
I've said it to you guys before. Like competitive wise, it's a great competitive game, but it's so like it's not made for montages.
It needs social playlists. I mean, yeah, we're not going to get into this, but I do think that, we wouldn't be, in ranked and, like, playing, like, free-for-alls if, like, Rumble Pit was a thing,
Basically,
So,
go watch
yeah.
Holmbaum's review.
Yeah.
He likes
yeah.
some-
Oh yeah, is that that's up now?
Yeah, it was a great review, dude.
Yeah, he
I
pretty
need
much
to go
touched
watch
on
that.
everything that
Yeah.
is
And
necessary.
3 for 3 will actually listen to him, I think.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
John,
All
we're
right, well,
counting on you, Unisec.
I'd say we're at about time. We've been going for a while.
Wow.
Is there
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll give last words. Mike, you have any last words? You want to plug anything or say anything?
I know you guys have been wanting an update on M9. For those of you that had a theory, conspiracy about M9, it's actually happening.
Woo!
16,
Yeah.
There we go.
M9.
yeah, 16
Will we
clips
cry?
up to the Taj. Maybe.
16 clips. Oh my gosh, 16 360 airs. Scary.
I'm trying to go for about 30 or 35, but
Oof.
it'll be out in 2016 sometime.
How you
2020.
I think you mean 2048.
Nah, but it should be fun for you guys. So yeah.
I'm hyped for that. All right, Sean?
I am in the process of trying to finalize clipping for Reach M3. I'm trying to get some non-anniversary clips, but I suck, so it's not really a thing. But that will probably, hopefully I can get that out somewhere around the holidays or early 2016.
Nice.
That's an ideal. So looking out for that, I guess.
All right, Carter?
My M1 will be in the works starting Monday,
Shit.
so look out for that.
40 clips, you monster.
Yeah.
40
Yeah,
clips?
40 clips. 40 clips.
All of insanity.
No, they're all really average.
So they'll be so that'll be out, I don't know, in a while, but look out for that.
All right, Chris?
I'm slowly getting clips for my Halo 5 Taj. I'm not perfect at this game yet, but in the meantime, I'm editing Ethan's Taj, which is kind of insane. But at the same time, it's in really average DVR quality, so none of you should watch it.
Yeah, I'm saving
Damn.
up. I'm saving up some clips. Fudd Nico, he wants to edit something for me, so we're gonna come out with like a mini, hopefully soon. That's about it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Always, let us know if we can improve on anything. Give us some feedback. I'm sure we're gonna get a big extricated ninja wallet text, which I'll be looking forward to. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, it's
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I mean, comments. I mean, we're happy to like talk to you guys in the comments about shit. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, thank you guys.
How long was that?
Holy shit!
That was like
my
That was
back.
like twice as long.
There's gonna be some editing though. So.
Yeah. God.
it's probably pretty close. to
God,
now.
I voice cracked like at least 18 times in a span of like 10 seconds.
That doesn't work either.
There it is.
Hey, handsome alert!
Hey,
Oh.
here we go. So is this the call right now? Is this what we're getting at?
This is the call, baby.
All right, this is it.
Wait, I have to
Rodman
remember
wanna
what
be a part of
montage
it?
I
inspired
think
me.
your thing froze again, Mike.
Damn.
Hold on, let me just. I need a geyser. This is
Yeah,
legendary.
that's a pretty solid place to freeze.
Shit.
God, let's see how this looks.
Hey, look, you're blue now.
Do you not
Kind
have
of.
like?
Actually, when you turn the lights off, Carter, like you actually have a skin tone as opposed
Yeah.
to
That's
that's really weird.
Looks like there's a big mason jar back
Let
there.
me turn this on, try one more time. Is it working for now?
It's working for now.
Alright.
Oh, you're frozen. All right, just keep it like that.
Can
you guys hear me at all?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you're quieter.
There we go. Oh, just leave it at that.
Yeah, instant freeze.
There you go.
That's fine though. That's a good one.
Alright.
As long as just people can see
That
your
works.
face.
Yeah.
Nico, get out of here.
Hi,
Hey,
Nico.
it's Rico.
Nico, Raffle Mayo.
Hi.
This is a podcast, Nico.
You need to leave, sir.
Really? Oh, but I got an essay I
So
have
sad.
to do, and I'll be so lonely.
Okay, bye.
Wait, don't you want to hear what the essay's on first?
No, Nico, what's your favorite montage of all time?
Dude, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Duck.
All right.
Rest in peace.
Uh,
Or Nico, cut out.
So that was like the early shit that inspired you was like Grenader Jake and who's the other guy?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
no.
You there, Mike?
Rip.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Well, you saw.
Well,
You know
Maybe
that-
actually,
so-
maybe accidentally like
Well,
unplugged the router.
that was Ishii, ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
Yeah, that was Ishii.
It's kind of stormy in Washington today, so I think I just want to restart this one.
Okay,
We're gonna restart.
Oh, GG.
so that was just a complete failure.
That was like
I-
the worst ever.
That was like
By all
Mike-
accounts, that was a complete.
that was like the definition of GG. Like good game. Like see you later.
Is Mike like dead? Left?
Oh yeah, he's gone. Bye.
Oh, rip.
Like, again.
Is he coming back? No, we gotta restart the call.
Do we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
restart.
Okay,
GG.
we'll restart.
God damn it.
And they actually used a song, now that I think about it, called Secret Crowds by Angels and Airwaves.
Sick phone, bro.
What the? Sean, what was that? That was so loud.
Come back. No, stop listening. Okay.
It's like anything that's like bad is gonna happen today.
Sick
That was
ringtone, bro.
perfectly timed.
Oh my.
Like that is a perfect example of an actual blooper. Just like trying to be serious and then just like this really annoying old school telephone.
Oh, his camera's working.
His camera's working.
Oh,
All right,
God.
come back. We need to continue before it
Oh,
stops.
it's not working anymore.
Oh God.
Okay. Yeah, so there's gonna be like, all right, so
Share.
I don't think.
Please. Oh, and then there goes Ishii. No.
this is so bad.
This is so bad.